Hey guys, happy Monday. There's not much to be happy about, but you gotta get through it. Rainy days and Mondays always get me down, but you know what? It's a good Monday, I think. Well, I previewed the guest book as suggested from last video, but after previewing the guest book, people don't want me to preview the guest book, so I don't think I will next time. But thank you guys so much for everything. Top writing in the guest book. It makes my day, and I want to thank you so much. Anyway, yeah, thank you. Let's get down to business. All right, so I started looking at the guest book, but I actually haven't read them all. So we'll see how this goes. Okay, Juju. Way to copy Amanda at Video Advice after she went on hiatus. I don't know who that is. If she came up with the video advice thing, too, that's awesome. Props to Amanda. But I came up with this when I was Skyping my friend, and she was like, hey, you give pretty good advice. And I was like, oh, thanks. And then kind of snowballed from there. But if she came up with that, that's cool, too. Haley. This is the most adorable original idea I've seen in a while. Good job. Thank you. That's just, people make my day. People make my day. Okay, Alexa. Oh wait, sorry, skipped one. Alex, can you give me some tips on how to get over a really tough breakup? P.S. This site is adorable. Well, thank you for that. Breakups, they suck. I'm still getting over one, and I'm not even gonna deny it, and it's hard. But I found that the best way is, well, first you gotta cry. There's no sense of holding all like this emotion in. You just gotta let it go. Even if you're not really like a crier, I'm a crier. Like if something makes me really sad, then I'm just gonna like crawl into a ball. But just figure out a way to get out all those like emotions out of your head, because the faster you do, the faster it's gonna be to get up on your feet. You gotta cry, watch some sad movies for a day, but then after a day, then that's when you start to rebuild. And I found that out of sight, out of mind works the best for me. I blocked the guy that I'm still getting over on Facebook, so I can't see any statuses he posts, can't see anything when he's on chat. And I find that that's a lot easier, because once you find yourself clicking on that guy's profile, you're like, okay, 837 pictures, yes please. And you just get over and you think about that day when you took that picture, and it just gets worse and worse and worse and snowballs and snowballs and snowballs. So if there's any way you can avoid him, I think that's the best thing to do. But spend a lot of time with your girls, like focus on yourself, and you can do better than this guy, whoever this Jamoke is. So that's what I have to say to that. Okay, Alexa. So my boyfriend and I were really in the moment, and one thing led to another. It ended up being sex, but not really. Like, we didn't use a condom, but he stuck it for like 10 seconds, and it was barely in, and that's it. So I don't really know if that's sex or not. I know next time to use a condom, and to be honest, I don't think I'm gonna do it. But will I get pregnant? He was there for like 10 seconds. He didn't come, and he was in there like it was the tip, and that's all. I'm freaking out because I don't know what to do and if I'm gonna get pregnant or not. Well, first off, condom. Second off, I'm really glad that you like opened up and you were like, I don't think I'm gonna do it again. I think that's really cool. Like if a girl like has the courage to say that. And yeah, I highly doubt you'll get pregnant. I would not worry about it at all. I mean, honestly, if you're really that worried about it, cross your fingers until your next period. But I'd say there's a 0.0009% chance of you getting pregnant. Still not zero, but like, I wouldn't worry about it if I were you, and I hope that helps. All right, cute idea. Love this. Well, thank you, cute idea. Lex from Catch Me Quotes. I am so obsessed with your site, even though I haven't asked any questions. I've watched both videos, and I loved your reaction when you saw you were on top. Thank you. I'm such a dork. Haha, but I think you should, like, read the questions before you make your video, and then, like, not note down some things you want to say, but still read your questions so people know what the advice is for. Just a thought. Well, thank you for answering my questions, and I just wanted to say I'm obsessed with your site too. Like, I'm obsessed with graphics and quotes and stuff, and thank you so much for the feedback. All right, and I hope you keep watching. Okay, Charlie. I love this idea. Thank you. But I have a question. So a couple of weeks ago, I went over to my friend's house, and this guy, we'll call him Josh, was there too. He and I flirted a little bit, but nothing happened. Then the week after that, Josh and I ended up going to a friend's house after our last, I'm guessing that says midterm. We were sharing a couch and somehow ended holding hands and cuddling. It wasn't weird when it was happening, but the next day it sort of was. We were both at the friend's house again for the AFC game, but he was all over this other girl. He pretty much ignored me during school, except for his hockey game and practice when I saw him. We haven't talked about what happened, but I don't know if even know what to think. I actually really like this guy, but I don't know what to do. Please help. P.S. Sorry, this was so long. It's not long at all, but Charlie. Well, Josh, if he was doing it with another girl like the next day, he kind of is a physically guy. And that's what it sounds like to me. And I don't really like this guy because he sounds kind of like a jerk if he's ignoring you. I mean, I get that you really like him, and like that's really hard. But maybe my advice to you would just be, he pretty much ignored me during school. Well, ignore him back. Okay, I found that guys don't like it when girls ignore them. Like, they get jealous. Like, random tangent, but me and my boyfriend had a big fight, and he said that he wanted to break up. And I said, fine, I want to break up too. And he said, wait, no, you don't. Do you really? And so basically, just give him a taste of his own medicine a little bit. Honestly, I would think he's kind of a jerk, but I mean, he just seems like he only wants the physical stuff. I mean, if he tries talking to you, I would try talking to him, maybe a little bit, like, inching into what happened, and then maybe you'll go into, like, some conversation, but other than that, I wouldn't really put all my eggs in this Josh basket, if that makes sense. Alright, I hope that helped. Alright, Kat. Hey, love the site, so cute. Thank you. Okay, so my problem, in November, I went to a party and got really drunk and hooked up with way too many guys and gave a BJ to a guy a year younger than me. It was my first time doing that. And now I feel like whenever I go out, it's going to be awkward because I'll see one of the guys I hooked up with, or I don't know, but what do I do? Well, I really hope you don't hook up with a bunch of guys randomly anymore. Like, it's not fun. Ugh, way too many. Just please don't do that anymore. My suggestion to you would just be, whenever I feel like it's gonna be awkward because I'll either see one of the guys I hooked up with or I don't know, well, you'll probably see them again. I mean, you guys obviously have the same scene, but if I were you, I would just kind of act like however they're acting, if that makes sense. Like, just be cool about it. I mean, talk casually maybe, but don't be like all over him, or don't completely ignore him like it's obvious you're ignoring him. Just kind of, or them, just kind of like chill and see how things go. If things are going to be awkward, don't make them awkward. Like, if you get into a situation with the person and they're like, so, and you're like, so, then just be like, well, I'm going to go, but I'll see you later, and just like walk away casually. Just be the cool one. Just be chill, and don't make it awkward, like, by being dorky like me. Just play it cool. Don't ignore them, but, you know, just be cool. Alright, hope that helped. Alright, Tara. To answer your question, I like how you're doing the videos now by reading the question. It helps other viewers to see if they have the same problem, so it keeps everyone on track. I also like how it is spontaneous, because if you have already planned it out, it doesn't seem like it's personal, you know? So I need some advice as well. Well, thank you for the input. I really appreciate you guys answering my questions. That's awesome. And thanks for hanging out. Okay, so I need some advice as well. I recently went to this party that a lot of my coworkers went to. One of them started talking to me, and we hung out pretty much the entire night. He works third shift while I normally work first, so I didn't know him very well. I didn't drink that night because I had to drive home, so we stayed sober too. That's nice. He had his arm around me pretty much all night, and he was always trying to make me laugh. I had a really good time with him. When I had to leave, he walked me to the car and kissed me goodbye. One thing led to another, and he ended up in the back of my car making out and stuff. His dad took his phone away, so pretty much only have Facebook chat to stay connected. I know what that's like. My texting got turned off. All right, Tara continued. Last weekend, I went to his house to watch movies. We got through 3/4 of the first movie before we did the deed. But he seemed really sincere about it. It didn't feel like a well, bam, thank you, ma'am sort of thing. I really like that. That was cute. I think we'd get along. Okay. I've been in that sort of situation a few times, so I can compare to it. After that, we watched the second movie, cuddled under a blanket, and he kept giving me kisses. At one point during the night, he was making fun of how I liked iCarly, and he said we cannot be friends anymore. Since he brought up that we are friends, I'm confused as to whether he wants to be more than that. I know as a 19-year-old, I should expect the guys to just want sex, then walk out, but this one seems different. Any ideas? Well, for the way you described him, he seems legit and like he likes you. But I know you never know. With guys, they do like sex. This is true. But this guy does seem different to me. I don't know because I don't know him, but if I were you, I would just kind of back up a little bit and see how things go, like just you guys. Like, don't always talk to him on Facebook first. Like, wait for him to talk to you a little bit, so it's like 50-50 or 60-40 him. Because you don't want to seem like a clingy younger girl, but if just try talking to him about it, like just be kind of open. I don't think that we cannot be friends anymore really meant any. Well, it could, because you guys technically are friends. But if he brought it up again, then I would be worried about it. Just be like casual, be like, "Oh, so we're just friends?" And see what he has to say to that. Confront him. Just confront him, look him in the face and be like, "Hey, are we just friends?" But only if it's the right time, if that makes any sense. Yeah, because just be upfront with him. Don't be clingy, don't be annoying, like I want to know, I want to know, I want to know type thing. Just be cool, have a normal laid back like relationship. Don't jump into anything, but like when the time comes, ask him like, "Oh, so we're just friends." I hope that helped. All right, well, I'm gonna stop it for right now, but I will make another video in a little while. But thank you all for today, and I really liked it, and I'll be probably on in like another hour or two. We'll see how that goes, but thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. All right, that's it for right now. Okay, bye.